Well, welcome back. And my special guest is a very good friend as well, Dr. Roger Rhoades, and he is a family therapist. And we're talking about the problems that we all seem to be rushing through life, and our kids and our grandkids. We've got to find a way to pull back, take a deep breath, and say what really matters.
Yes, yes. And I love one of the things when my family was growing up here in Greenville was that certain families would get together and have a cookout. And I still today remember that. What a wonderful event it was. You know, they had the cooking gear out. Yeah. Everybody, nobody was responsible to bring all the food. Nobody was responsible to cook the food. Nobody was responsible for all the cleaning up. It was the crowd. Mm-hmm. You came and you were willing to be a part.
I think we're too busy today to be the kind of helper and family, that we need to be. We want to do the right thing. Most people, Roger, want to do the right thing.
I think the problem with people today is and I've said it before in this program, they're too prideful. They will not ask for help. And if people ask them, can I help you? They look them straight in the face and say, don't need it.
No, thank you. Yeah.
And Peggy, that's just unadulterated pride. And families don't work that way. Marriages don't work that way. It takes the whole crowd. It's about people being involved. And is it messy? Yes. And does sometimes you say, get out of my business? Yeah. But you got people in there to give you perspective. You got people in there to give you help. You're not expected to do it alone. And something's good about, I'm in a marriage and I'm thinking, my spouse is driving me crazy. and if you're sitting at home, it just bills and bills and bills and bills and bills until you want out. But if somebody across from you goes, yeah, spouses will do that. They'll drive you crazy. Really? And a person you thought, well, I thought you had the perfect marriage. Well, I do have a wonderful marriage, but I didn't say my spouse didn't drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. So that's perspective. That's support. That's encouragement. And that makes a difference. And people handle their troubles differently when they have that kind of support.
And I do think, I'm thinking in terms, we have so many divorces and so many families that are split, and some of it, of course, could be justified. I mean, but there are a lot of times that maybe we could help that we don't. We stand back because we think, oh, I shouldn't get involved in that. That's none of my business. Or if I approach this person, they might resent me. See?
Exactly. You have to send out the vibe, and I've said this before in this program, of helpability. When you go to church, when you're around other people, are you sending out a vibe of helpability? If you're not, then don't be wondering that nobody helps you. Mm-hmm. Most people send out a vibe of, leave me alone, mind your own business. It's pride. I don't want you in my business. And then they crumble under the pressure. It's too much. And that will not work. But when you have a spirit of helpability and you allow other people to help you, other people to come in and support you, wow, makes all the difference in the world. And it's then doable and it's achievable. Now, Peggy, is it perfection? No. Will you ever have the perfect marriage? No. Will you ever have the perfect family? No. Will you ever have the perfect children? No. But will you have all those for the rest of your life? Yeah, you will, if you get support. If you allow people to help you.
Okay. Now, many times our churches They're trying. They really are. Most churches have an outreach and they want to do the right thing and to
Right.
help others. I know that.
Right. But it's no good to have outreach if people aren't encouraged to be helpable. That's really what we need to tell churches. Tell your people, don't be individuals. Tell your people, don't be full of pride. Tell your people to accept help. And will that change the nature of the church? In a second, it will change it. In a second, it will make a difference.
All right. Now we're facing summertime. And
Right.
school is out. And we have a few minutes left. And I'm thinking of all these young people and children, and the parents still have jobs. They don't end their job
Right.
because of summer vacation from school. So the children are still have to be involved and have plans made for them to do something constructive. This, you want to address quickly that
And
summertime
quickly,
situation?
it's about support. Yeah, if I've got to work.
I call
and
it
all
a
this-
summertime situation.
Right, and if I'm supposed to do it myself, but I'm working and I'm trying to juggle all these balls, am I going to be in trouble? Yes. But when you get other people involved, you and I well know that there are people that aren't working, that, excuse me, are willing to help, are willing to step in. But I'm not willing to accept that help. We're back to the same subject. See, when kids get out of school, have something for them to do. Have someone there to help. Keep them busy. That's powerful. But just letting them hang
And watch TV.
and watch TV,
Oh.
wait for the problems to come. It's just a matter of time. Clock's ticking.
And of course, summer jobs, if young people are a little bit older, high school age or something, they're not easy to find. But
Oh, gosh.
many young people are trying to do the right thing.
Right, and then there's some that work and then use it for bad. Mm-hmm. They're not checked on. They're not followed. Because you're supposed to stay out of my business. They've heard their parents say that. Again, it comes back and it becomes a problem. It's about staying with children. It's about being involved in their life and having your neighbors involved too. Because one person can't do it. And the school system knows that. They don't expect one teacher to handle a class all the way through. That whole school's involved in getting that class through.
Yeah.
So somehow, here's all these professionals busting it to get your kid through school, and they're supposed to let them out, and you're supposed to do it all by yourself. A tad unrealistic, just a tad.
Okay. So your advice, in the minute we have left, to any parents, grandparents, people out there, for summertime for the kids, what?
Get your community involved. Look around. What's the church doing?
What's
Is
your
there
neighbors?
something
Your
to do
neighbors.
within the church and get them involved?
Okay.
Is there something, is there an after-school program? Is there a park program? Get them involved. Get people involved in their life. Keep them with a structure.
Okay. We got to try. That's all we can do.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Wherever you are, stay happy, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, it's